President-elect Trump just declared that final decision. Everyone who betrayed NASA is gonna be exposed and held accountable. No more hiding. It's all coming out. Hey, I'm Lucas. Welcome to the SpaceX community. Let's get started. Just yesterday, President-elect Donald Trump nominated Jared Isaacman, a billionaire entrepreneur, accomplished pilot, and private astronaut, as the next administrator of NASA. This decision signals a potentially transformative era for the US space program, focusing on innovation, cost efficiency, and strategic partnerships with private space companies. As NASA grapples with mounting challenges, particularly the exorbitant costs and delays plaguing the Space Launch System, SLS, and other legacy programs, Isaacman's appointment could redirect the agency toward a future defined by collaboration with commercial space leaders such as SpaceX. Donald Trump's administration has consistently emphasized the importance of strengthening US leadership in space exploration. By selecting Jared Isaacman, Trump aligns NASA's leadership with his broader goals of promoting private enterprise and cost-effective solutions. Isaacman, a strong proponent of the commercial space industry, brings a unique blend of entrepreneurial acumen and first-hand spaceflight experience, making him an unconventional yet fitting choice for the role. Isaacman's resume is impressive. The founder and CEO of Shift4 Payments and co-founder of Draken International, a military aviation training company, he has also participated in 2 private orbital missions with SpaceX. His first mission, Inspiration 4, was a historic all-civilian flight, while his second, Polaris Dawn, included the world's first private spacewalk. These accomplishments underscore Isaacman's deep engagement with space exploration and his commitment to pushing its boundaries. With NASA facing scrutiny for budget overruns and delays in programs like the SLS, Isaacman's appointment suggests a shift away from traditional aerospace contractors in favor of more agile and innovative private firms. His nomination has garnered bipartisan support, with former NASA administrators Jim Bridenstine and Lori Garver praising his vision and leadership potential. A centerpiece of NASA's Artemis program, the SLS was conceived to return astronauts to the moon and establish a sustainable lunar presence. However, the program has become synonymous with delays, cost overruns, and technical challenges, raising questions about its long-term viability. Initially envisioned as a cost-effective solution to replace the retired space shuttle, the SLS has instead evolved into a fiscal quagmire. A 2023 report by NASA's Inspector General projected the cost of the SLS Block 1B variant to reach $5.7 billion by its first flight in 2028, nearly $700 million above initial estimates. Each SLS launch is estimated to cost $2.2 billion, a staggering figure compared to the significantly lower costs of SpaceX's reusable rockets. These financial challenges are compounded by repeated delays, including the postponement of the Artemis II mission, the SLS's first crewed flight, to 2025 due to issues with the Orion spacecraft's heat shield. The SLS program's inefficiencies have drawn sharp criticism from industry experts and policymakers alike. Boeing, the prime contractor for the SLS, has faced accusations of mismanagement, including quality control lapses and a lack of experienced aerospace workers. These shortcomings have not only hindered progress, but also strained NASA's budget, diverting resources from other critical projects. Despite its flaws, the SLS enjoys robust political support, particularly from lawmakers in states like Alabama, where the program is headquartered. This political backing complicates any efforts to cancel or significantly overhaul the program, as such a move would require congressional approval. However, Jared Isaacman's track record as a disruptor suggests he may advocate for a re-evaluation of NASA's reliance on traditional contractors like Boeing. In stark contrast to the SLS, SpaceX has revolutionized space exploration with its focus on reusability and cost efficiency. Under the leadership of Elon Musk, the company has developed groundbreaking technologies such as the Falcon 9 and Starship rockets, which promise to dramatically reduce the cost of space missions. The fully reusable Starship spacecraft represents a monumental leap in space technology, designed for missions to the Moon, Mars, and beyond, with projected launch costs orders of magnitude lower than those of the SLS. Starship exemplifies the kind of innovation Isaacman is likely to champion as NASA administrator. SpaceX has already been contracted to develop the lunar lander for the Artemis program, further solidifying its role as a key partner for NASA. Isaacman's close relationship with SpaceX and his advocacy for cost-effective exploration suggest a potential shift in NASA's priorities under his leadership. He has openly criticized the agency's decision to fund 2 redundant lunar landers while neglecting to plan for alternatives to the SLS. Such criticisms highlight his willingness to challenge the status quo and push for greater reliance on commercial providers like SpaceX. Boeing's Starliner spacecraft, designed to transport astronauts to the International Space Station, ISS, has also faced significant setbacks. Since its inception, the program has been plagued by development delays, cost overruns, and technical failures, including a failed uncrewed test flight in 2019. Although a crewed test flight is scheduled for 2024, further delays could jeopardize the program's future, especially as SpaceX's Crew Dragon has already established itself as a reliable alternative. The challenges faced by the Starliner program mirror those of the SLS, underscoring systemic issues within traditional aerospace contractors. Isaacman's appointment could lead to a reassessment of NASA's investment in such programs, particularly if commercial providers continue to outperform legacy contractors in delivering results. The Artemis program aims to establish a long-term human presence on the Moon and pave the way for missions to Mars. While it has achieved notable milestones, including the successful uncrewed Artemis 1 mission, the program has faced criticism for its high costs and extended timelines. Reports from the U.S. Government Accountability Office and NASA's Inspector General have labeled the program unaffordable in its current form. Delays in key components of the Artemis program, such as the Gateway Lunar Space Station and next-generation spacesuits, have further highlighted the need for a strategic overhaul. Isaacman's focus on cost efficiency and innovation could drive a re-evaluation of these projects, ensuring that NASA's resources are allocated to initiatives with the greatest potential for success. Jared Isaacman's nomination as NASA administrator represents a potential turning point for the agency. His entrepreneurial mindset, coupled with his first-hand experience in spaceflight, positions him to address long-standing challenges and chart a new course for U.S. space exploration. Central to his vision is likely to be an increased reliance on commercial partners, such as SpaceX, to streamline operations, reduce costs, and accelerate mission timelines. Under Isaacman's leadership, NASA may prioritize reforms to legacy programs like the SLS and Starliner, reallocating resources to more innovative and cost-effective solutions. This approach could help the agency achieve its exploration goals more efficiently while fostering a vibrant commercial space industry. At the same time, Isaacman's appointment comes at a politically sensitive moment. Securing Senate confirmation will require navigating partisan dynamics and overcoming resistance from entrenched interests, including traditional aerospace contractors like Boeing. If confirmed, Isaacman will oversee a $25 billion annual budget and play a pivotal role in shaping the future of U.S. space exploration. Jared Isaacman's nomination underscores the Trump administration's commitment to revitalizing U.S. space exploration through innovation and private sector collaboration. By embracing cost-effective solutions and challenging the inefficiencies of traditional programs, Isaacman has the potential to redefine NASA's approach to space exploration. His leadership could pave the way for a more sustainable and ambitious future, ensuring that the United States remains at the forefront of the new space age. As NASA enters this transformative period, the balance between legacy programs and commercial partnerships will determine its ability to achieve its long-term goals, from returning to the Moon to reaching Mars and beyond. Thanks for watching today's episode. Don't forget to subscribe and give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for another great video tomorrow.